Hey guys, welcome to Bastion Time. I am your host, Bastion. This is Nintendo News. Let's get to that news. First of all, a rumored update to Pokemon Go will include, and this is supposedly happening in early December, it will apparently include all kinds of amazing features that we've been thinking should be included right from the get-go, but never were, and that's possibly why a lot of people's interest has waned. Waned? Probably waned. I don't know how to say that word, I've only ever read it. Anyways, their interest has dissipated, and they had been hoping all this time that these kinds of features would be included. Well, they finally are going to be, it sounds like, in a recent update that will come out, in a forthcoming update rather, that will come out in December. Player versus player, basically. I mean, going to a Pokemon gym and pitting your Pokemon against the others isn't quite the same thing, is it? It would feel much better to be able to compete against other Pokemon trainers, so that's what they're gonna do, finally. So that should be awesome. Again, this is just some rumor, but it seems pretty likely, and it's coming from a source that has successfully, in the past, leaked other rumors that for Pokemon Go that did turn out to be correct, so we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. Our next story is about a very lovely cover of the Ballad of the Goddess song from Skyward Sword, and it's played on an acoustic guitar, a classical guitar specifically, I think, and it sounds beautiful. You should definitely check it out. I might even have it playing in the background. No, actually I won't. Never mind. Yeah, if you want to listen to it, check the link down below. And our final story for the day covers a little bit of Zelda history, and that is apparently, for those in the know, the Japanese title is Legend of Zelda: The Hyrule Fantasy for the very first game. Well, apparently they intended the Hyrule Fantasy to be the name of the series, and then the Legend of Zelda to be the subtitle or the name of this particular game. But if there was a second game that was to come out, it would be called The Hyrule Fantasy: The Adventure of Link, or whatever. That, of course, is not how it turned out. The series title is The Legend of Zelda. It almost would make more sense if they had gone with the Hyrule Fantasy this whole time. But apparently it was changed because they didn't want people to confuse or accuse them of copying Final Fantasy. Because they were both kind of RPGs, so they decided, oh, well, we'll just call them The Legend of Zelda from here on out. But just try to imagine what it'd be like if the whole series had been called the Hyrule Fantasy. It makes more sense, in my opinion, because they wouldn't feel obligated to include Princess Zelda, even like they did in Majora's Mask. It's called The Legend of Zelda, but she's not in Majora's Mask, except for a brief little clip that has nothing to do with anything. So, anyways, it would make more sense, but that's not what they ended up going with. Anyways, that's it for this episode. See you guys in a couple days for more news. Bye, guys.